Hi, my name is Victoria McGrain and I'm here today to offer you 20% of my company Neurotica in exchange for a £56,000 investment. Neurotica is a unique, concept-driven women's wear fashion label specialising in original hand-printed textiles. I've been in business for just over a year. I'm currently developing a diffusion line called Neurotica White Label, which will be a higher volume, more commercial version of the mainline collection, yet still retain the unique brand identity and signature aesthetic of Neurotica. I have recently had a meeting with the concessions buyer for one of the UK's leading fashion high street retailers, who is interested in launching the diffusion line in their flagship Oxford Street store. I've also met with the representative of the UK's fastest online fashion retailer, and they have also expressed a huge amount of interest. I would now like to show you some of my designs. They're pieces from my most recent collection. It's entitled Short Fiction and it's the Autumn-Winter collection. Thank you. Thank you.
Very good.
It's an eye-catching pitch from 28-year-old fashion designer Victoria McGrain. With her couture range already in the shops, she's now looking for £56,000 to help launch her higher volume diffusion range of clothing. First up, Deborah Meaden.
Hello Victoria.
Hello.
I'm Deborah. What shops are you actually currently selling in?
At the moment, I'm selling at a shop in LA called Curve. I'm also selling at another shop in LA called Pixie Market, and also online at Pixie Market, which is all of America.
Anything in the UK?
In the UK, I have two shops. One is just off Carnaby Street, it specialises in young designers, and the other one is on Brick Lane. And then in Japan, I've just secured two new stockists, one in Tokyo, in La Forêt Harajuku, which is really like the best sort of place to be in Tokyo, and another one in Sendai.
You're very specific over your £56,000.
Yes.
Not 50,000, not 60,000.
Yes.
Exactly £56,000.
Yes.
What do you need the money for?
What I need the money for, I didn't want to ask for more than I needed because I've been running this label on a really tight budget, so I know exactly how much money I spend on everything I spend the money on. And I really looked into it and I researched and I was like, right, I want a PR company and I want to get representation from a company that has labels.
So how much money are you going to spend on PR?
I worked out it was between £600 and £700 a month, so I put a whole PR marketing budget of £12,000. And the other things, I would like to hire a member of staff. At the moment, I have lots of interns that come and work for me for free, which is fantastic. But I almost need somebody to coordinate the interns.
Keep going.
I wanted about £10,000 for working capital, just so when I launch the diffusion line, I can be really reactive to the market. And the other thing I asked for was money for trade shows. And then the last thing is studio costs as well.
Deborah Meaden seems impressed by Victoria's precise approach to investment. However, Peter Jones thinks he's spotted an immediate flaw.
And a little bit shocked about the small amount of money you're asking for. My visualisation of this market is that you need to put a lot of money into it to actually get these products out there, not just from a marketing and PR perspective, but to do these events. Can you explain why? Because I'm worried that you get £56,000, it will just go very, very quickly, especially on travel.
Yeah.
Travelling all over the world can't be cheap.
I think I have done a full budget. The reason I've only asked for that much is because with the opportunities that have been offered to me with the diffusion line and the expansion, cash flow will be established within 10 days. The sales are quite high.
You mentioned somebody in the UK. You said a flagship Oxford Street store.
I've got letters of intent and outlining what the potential sales could be, the fact that we've had a meeting, but the diffusion line is still under development. But I think it would be unprofessional.
Okay.
Victoria is still holding her own in the den. Retail guru Theo Perfitis is next.
Victoria, hi, I'm Theo.
Hi, Theo.
Fashion, know a little bit about it.
Yeah.
Give me your vision of your brand and the strategy and the space that you're going to occupy.
I really look towards, you know, a luxury high-end label where I have a mainline collection.
Price
which
range?
Is, pardon me?
Retail price range?
Resale price range, you know, between £100 and £250. But I think it could go higher, so I'd like to bring the price range up and go into doing cocktail dresses and ball gowns and things like that. Whereas with the diffusion line, I would take the pieces that I do that are, I hate to use the word cheaper, but, you know, they're pieces like t-shirts, vest dresses, you know, things like that, and sell that, you know, at a retail price point between 45 and 75.
Well, you're going to occupy both spaces?
I really think I can. I really think that's a model that a lot of people have used. If you look at people like Vivienne Westwood, she has a mainline collection and her diffusion line.
Victoria's vision and drive have impressed Theo Perfitis. However, James Kahn wants to interrogate her on the state of her company's finances.
Hi Victoria,
Hi,
I'm James. What have you generated on this particular range so far?
£5,500.
Okay. And what margin have you made on that?
The making costs are around 2,280.
Okay. And net after all your costs on that range would be how much?
I think this is where I'm going to come unstuck, because it's partly because with fashion sales are seasonal, so they're every 6 months. So part
okay,
of
what
that's for the full
season?
month.
What's the last season that's just finished?
Autumn winter is the collection I've just sold, and it hasn't gone into shops yet. My summer collection has gone into shops.
So on your summer collection, what did you generate?
That's a really bad one to base it on, because I designed a collection that was so difficult to produce, I decided to not offer it for sale because it would have cost me too much money.
Okay, let me try another one, Victoria.
Yeah.
What about the whole of last year?
The whole of
So
last
January
year.
to December last year, that whole 12-month period,
Yeah.
if I looked at your purchase orders and your invoices and your cash in,
Yeah.
what number would I come up with
It would have been about £11,000.
for the year?
Yeah.
What did that convert to profit?
To profit, I think I just about broke even.
104 celebridades, 27 bailarines,